Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Take 12 podcast here live at Terrificon at Mohegan Sun. We are here today. It's beautiful outside. It's very hot, but it's beautiful out. And it's nice indoors. I'm in a leather jacket from some inexplicable reason, but hey, we all make our choices. And one of the most important choices that you can make every day is where to get your coffee. Now, getting your coffee can be a religious experience to some people, and the amount of loyalty, I would say probably barber, coffee shop might be the level of where people put loyalty in. I know people, family members, who's had their barber die and they've attended the man's funeral. I've heard many tales about something like that. And a good coffee shop is hard to find. And luckily, we're here with somebody today, a vendor who's always here at Terrificon. So, Luke, I'm going to throw it over to you, make some introductions for us, and welcome Johnny to the show. Well, Luke's mic.
Luke, turn your back on.
Here he comes. He's coming in.
Maybe the mic pack died.
Do we need batteries?
I don't know. Make sure it's on.
It's on.
I'm going to try this one, though. All right. But you don't just have a coffee shop, though, do you? Because it goes a little bit further than that, right, Johnny? Why don't you introduce yourself, tell us what's going on with Expresso Presto, and we'll take it from there.
Sure thing. Well, first and foremost, thank you for having me on. This is a really awesome setup you guys have. We were just saying, I've seen you guys grow over the years here at Terrificon, so it's really cool to see what you guys have built here. First and foremost. Now, as you said, I'm Johnny C. You mentioned I'm a coffee shop. Technically, I'm not a cafe. So Expresso Presto, as like the apron says here, is actually the cafe from our comic book Surrounded by Death. So Surrounded by Death is a comic book it's kind of one part Mallrats meets The Walking Dead. So that's kind of the flavor of the book. And for us to be able to bring our comic book to life, we found a way to do so through the first story arc. The first story arc is about them living out a zombie apocalypse in a rundown mall. So they run out of a very specific coffee blend that everybody loves. So our main character, Matt, and his autistic gun-toting best friend, Pete, go into a dangerous portion of the mall to retrieve more of this vanilla blend of coffee. So not many shows will allow me to be able to do this, but Mitch here at Terrificon was very gracious to give me the space to be able to bring a piece of my comic book to life. And that's what Expresso Presto is, and that's what I do here every year at Terrificon.
Is this on? Oh, look at that.
We've
got technology.
We got that silky voice in play.
So, Johnny, sorry, I know we were bouncing around there, but I could hear every single word that you were saying.
Yeah, man.
So let me recap this quickly. So it's a coffee shop within the comic?
That's correct. So we're not a real established brick and mortar coffee shop. We are a fictionalized coffee shop from the comic book. So this is a way for us to bring our book to life. And allow you to be able to take a sip of our story.
I think that's an incredible idea.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
What a great angle for marketing.
Yeah,
And
Surrounded
it's
by Death
fantastic
right over
coffee.
here. Oh, thank you. Yeah, right over here. Here's Surrounded by Death.
For the coffee every year.
He's coffee guy.
Well, that's the little bit of a dangerous slope when, because everybody thinks I'm just the coffee guy. So my personal pleasure here at the show, WB, my man, WB over there. I know so many people at the show. It's stupid now, but so that's my pleasure is when somebody comes up thinking, oh, I just want a cup of coffee, or can I get an espresso, or can I get a latte? And I'm like, well, I'm not really a coffee shop. And that look of bewilderment is awesome because I get to blow their mind when I tell them, hey, it's part of our book and we're bringing it to life. You know what I mean?
And how often do you have an opportunity to, or like any of the fans to go and be in the environments of their comics and everything like that? Have you seen this approach with anyone else?
Not really. I mean, there's some people who will try to do something similar or even try to bring coffee to a convention, and that's fine, but nobody really integrates it into the story the way I do. I'm not a coffee guy for it. I'm a comic guy for it. It just happens to have this coffee gimmick that goes to our story. You know what I mean?
Yep. So
It might be every barista's dream when someone says, can I have a coffee, to say no.
Well, it's my favorite when people walk away because I love to see them bewildered and scratching their head.
Sure.
And then the next person in line goes, no, give me the cup of coffee, because they get it. They understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the person who gets turned away by saying we're not a coffee shop, it's like, I don't want to sell to you anyway. You know what I mean? It's just like, you won't get the book. You won't understand anything of what I'm doing. Like, go watch an Andy Kaufman clip and then come back and talk to me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
For sure. So how many issues are in the comic? Is this the standalone? Tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, so the book itself, we now have a collected edition. It's 2 issues plus a little epilogue. So it's 83 pages. It has a little short at the end that makes you question if everything actually happened or if it was a head injury. and then
It is coffee.
yeah, and then we have a 3rd issue coming now, which will be another 2-parter. So when all said and done, we're going to have 3 volumes, 6 issues, and we're actually developing a spin-off as well.
Wow.
So the spin-off is just another way for me to, because this book is by committee, it's 3 creators. The spin-off is all me. So that's a way for me to dabble and not have to worry about running story ideas through other people. So, this book right now is me, Joe Martinez, the illustrator, and the co-creator, Mark Elliott, out of San Diego.
Wow.
And yeah, so Forever Surrounded by Death, which is going to be coming this time next year, will be more of just a me thing. And it's less about the coffee. It's more about just a way for me to play with characters. So if you're familiar and a fan of Venture Brothers,
Yep.
and like all those characters are like approximates of actual real characters, this is my way to have my way with approximates of real characters.
Nice.
Yeah.
And there's some amazing things you can do as a collaborative team and really coming together, but having the autonomy as well to take your ideas and really have that creative freedom is also incredibly freeing.
Sure. So, I mean, like, it's tough because when you want to do an angle with a character, when it's by committee, it's tough to sell that idea because some people just don't like it. Like, for example, in this book, I wanted to make it the main character doesn't like guns, which is a very interesting angle in the zombie apocalypse. Meanwhile, his best friend is an autistic gun-toting dude. So it's like
My best friend too. It's amazing.
there you go. See, this book is written for you guys. That's why. It's like, how can I find the most realistic examples of friendships? Well, we all have that friend that's out of pocket that no matter what, they could be off the wall autistic, but we still love them and care for them and we got their back. You know what I mean?
We love you, Luke.
Poor Luke.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
No, I know where
wouldn't
that
mind-
was directed.
I wouldn't mind hanging out with Luke. Luke seems like a chill dude.
Luke's a great guy, and he's a great shot too.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I could bullseye a womp rat,
Too bad your T16's in the shop.
So, fun story about me. My older brother was named Neil after Neil Armstrong. I was named Luke after Luke Skywalker.
That's awesome.
I mean,
What a cool name, man. I mean, none on Neil Armstrong, but still Luke Skywalker. So let me ask you, how do you feel about The Last Jedi?
the newer stuff has been interesting.
You hate it.
What movie is
You
that again?
absolutely hate it because they disrespected Luke Skywalker unlike anything else out there.
Yeah.
You don't have to lie to me, bro. I get it. I'm with you.
Everything from the extended universe, everything they set up from the original trilogy, all of the books, and everything that they set him up to be as a character. There's like, what if we just
Throw all that out the window?
right out?
Right.
Well, speaking of that, Timothy Zahn is here.
That's
The
right.
creator
Yes.
of Thrawn, the
Oh,
creator
yeah.
of the real sequel trilogy.
Yes.
Those were
That's right.
like the first Star Wars books I ever read.
Yeah.
So-
And so I'm still waiting for anything more from Shadows of the Empire. I'd love to, even just an animated movie. Come on. Like, come on now. Like how you had a video game back in the day. You had a dope book. Give us a little bit more. Take it to the next level.
Hell yeah. I am stoked at least that we got in Rebels, we got some animated Thrawn, and that they brought it back into the live action Ahsoka.
Mhm.
Just phenomenal. I think Mickelson did a great job as Thrawn as well.
100%. So, and that's the other thing too, is that like where some of those Star Wars shows and side projects in the modern age didn't really get the credit they deserved. Like a lot of people didn't like The Acolyte, but I'm all for it. I loved The Acolyte. It was a samurai movie the way A New Hope was a Western. You know what I mean? And I could see the forest for the trees for that. You know what I mean? There you go.
Liked The Acolyte conceptually. I really enjoyed that we got Cortosis finally.
Yeah.
And got to see the bracer and the pull out lightsaber dagger and all of that.
Darth Plagueis.
But
But
I like a lot of people here, very much enjoy watching movies.
Yeah.
And in fact, at the Take 12 podcast, Tom runs a production company and is the largest renter for props on the East Coast for
military and law enforcement props in New England.
Oh, right on, man. So you're the guy who helps supply the people who make the movies that are Air Force, law enforcement, military, all that good stuff.
For
Yes,
sure.
sir.
Everything
Yes.
around you for
Nice.
this set.
Well, I love the barbed wire over here, too, just in case you guys want to have a death match.
Oh, yeah.
You're ready to go. There's
Oh,
barbed
yeah.
wire ready to go.
Or again, if we're fending off zombies. But
Luke,
There you go.
Luke already broke a chair today before the show started.
listen,
Sitting in it
It's
or
true.
over somebody's head?
It's true.
the details aren't important. But all of that to say is learned a lot about movies, making movies, and then just the decisions in them
Yes.
and shows. And the Acolyte just made some very interesting decisions with how they were going to do things, such as here's this blaster, I'm going to hand it to you by pointing it at you, or I'm going to do an over-the-shoulder shot with the binoculars, and the person's like right there.
Yeah.
And like, why are you looking through binoculars at the guy who's right there? Like, it was just some of the
Creativeness was not there.
decisions that were made, and I was really upset that Trinity got Carrie Ann Moss.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow, this is awesome. Oh,
Yeah.
What about the endings of every episode of Willow having to have like some weird cover version of a song that immediately takes you out of the whole story of the episode?
I'm so
Especially
glad.
the episode when some girl starts singing Enter Sandman. What the fuck was that all about?
I'm so glad you brought up Willow because I forgot that TV show even existed.
That's
And-
what Disney wants you to do. Didn't they take it off the server?
Yeah, they
I
did.
think they did, right? But to that
They
point,
canceled
though,
it and then took it off.
I actually enjoyed the series, but it was not Willow to me. You know what I mean?
I
It
never
wasn't
even finished it.
Oh, there you go. So, like, to that point, it is serviceable, but not a good continuation of the fantasy tale that we were given in the 80s.
I mean, yeah, it made me watch Willow because I'm young enough that I didn't watch Willow. But, I watched it and went, wow, this is really good. And that is not.
Well, I'm glad to that point that show at least directed you to the original movie, because that's ideally the best thing it could do. It could service the original.
Yeah.
Like I always say that Top Gun Maverick is better than Top Gun because of Top Gun. You know what I mean? So it's a better movie, but it wouldn't be a better movie if it wasn't for the original.
Hey,
you know
Joe,
what I mean?
Joe, can you give me 1 sec? Guys, just say
Johnny.
hi real quick. Right here.
Hey, fellas.
Hello?
How's it going? Are you guys having a good convention?
Good time?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Time at Terrificon?
Yeah.
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 You gonna
Yeah.
do some gambling tonight or no? You gonna just lay low with the Pokemon and stuff?
Yeah.
Which one of you is the designated driver?
Yeah, who's the designated?
Yeah, who's driving home? No, you've been drinking, miss.
Thanks for coming to the show. It was good to see you.
Hey, watch out. You got some stormtroopers behind you.
Oh.
Hey, these aren't the kids you're looking for.
Don't anything.
Have a good one.
Thanks, guys.
Stay evil.
Sorry, Joe. Sorry about that.
No
They
worries,
were
no worries.
curious. So,
Johnny.
No worries.
all
Johnny
right,
C.
go ahead.
Not Joe.
Hey, I've been called worse. It's not a bad thing.
So we talk about a couple things. Circle back.
Yes, please.
We talked about having too many opinions in the room when you're
Yeah.
writing something, having control, right?
Yeah.
Luke
I don't even know if I had those.
Luke Skywalker suffered from that terribly,
100%.
and then also the later project they developed. You could tell that there were way too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I will say it's about the animated Star Wars stuff. Let's do an experiment. Let's
Yeah.
have the animated people take over now. And I know Dave Filoni, is in Star Wars, and he was the animated guy and things like that. But let's give them a chance. Let's get the best animated people in a room and have them put out a series of something, because I can guarantee if it's anything like the Warner Brothers animated cartoons, they would do a better version of what people are doing in cinema, because
Absolutely.
it's two different camps,
Yep.
right? And the biggest problem is the people in theatrical do not care about the people that are in the animated world. They don't communicate, they don't collaborate. Like it's two different worlds.
Why is it that X-Men 97 is the best thing Marvel did in 2 years? I broke the podcast with that statement.
That was the mic drop moment.
That was a mic drop moment right there.
Oh, the transmitter died.
Oh, that's what it is.
Oh.
Am I still rolling or no?
Let's go
You're
rolling.
still there.
Oh, right on. Well, let me tell you all the ways how I hated Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Please continue.
Oh, really? Do you really want me to go down that road?
Go down that road while we get some battery.
We gotta get some batteries. So
All right,
we'll
well, I
take
don't
it.
want to spoil anything, but come on now. The villain in that movie, no, I'm sorry. And if you know, that's not the character that they said that the character was. So I'm fully against that. Frank Castle, the guy's a murderer, and he's going to be hanging out in a hospital room? No, I don't think so.
Well, also continuing with the Willow thing that we talked about.
Yeah.
One of the things that I was excited on an offshoot of this is my parents showed me when I was younger Time Bandits, and I love that movie so much.
Yes. You know,
And then they did that reboot, and I sat there and went, "Excuse me, what are you doing?"
You only watched the first episode.
No, I did not. All I saw was the commercial and went, "Nope, I'm never watching this. You've ruined it."
there's not enough fantasy projects out there involving little people, and there should be more
that was so
because consistently
respectful.
they're usually pretty good.
That was so
There we go.
respectful.
Thank you.
I know.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
very. As a little person myself, I took umbrage with that.
Right. Well,
Umbrage.
I mean, I was upset when they did that Snow White, not because of the Snow White, but because they didn't cast little people. Instead, they used CGI.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, come on now, just make a bunch of little people. Dress them up like the dwarves. It's simple.
Let them have the opportunity.
Let them.
Yeah.
Well, and I think a lot
Are
of
you
it
going
was
to complain about Lord of the Rings then?
Oh,
Because
well,
they
don't even get me started on Lord of the Rings because you know what? Here's the thing with Lord of the Rings. That TV show is insufferable.
No.
It's the most expensive nap I've ever taken.
$500 million.
$500 million for me to sleep for 12 hours.
Yeah, I watched the first episode and went, "Wow, that was beautiful." I'm never watching this.
Yes, it's tough when you can't get through the thing you want to watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And if you find yourself picking up your phone, then you know something's wrong. You know what I mean?
My
For
wife
sure.
says the same thing to me almost every night.
Wah, wah.
So I'm gonna bring us all the way back. We're here to talk about you and your comic series.
Right
so
on.
what would you say? What's you give us a little bit of a synopsis. So
Yeah.
what are some of the really things that stand out about the series? What's that hook that you go, "Oh wow, I'm gonna read more of this"?
Yeah, so I mean, I always like to pitch the book in broad strokes, so that way you can kind of discover it as you read the book. But really, it is the formula and the tone and the flavor of the book is Mallrats meets The Walking Dead. So
I
you
love
have
that.
you have the camaraderie of Mallrats, but you have the high stakes of The Walking Dead. So you can have a moment that's as silly as the dude looking at the 3D image, trying in Mallrats. But then you also have like dire stakes of like a zombie apocalypse where you're stuck in a room and there's surrounded by zombies and there's no way out. And then you have your like existential moment with your best friend where you're like, this could be it. So it's like both. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of both of that, which is nice. And it's nice to be able to play with that. And when you are dealing with something where it's like the zombie apocalypse, this backdrop, it brings out all the humanity in characters. Because these struggles, these things being not within the comforts of the modern world, that tests you and your character thoroughly. You know what I mean?
Yep. What is your zombie survival plan, and how has creating this series impacted that?
So I have friends who live in southern Massachusetts that I've always threatened that if there is a zombie apocalypse, they live on a really big farm with lots of like livestock and vegetables and fruit trees. And, I have a little, modest little farm in the back of my house, but, if it all goes belly up, I'm heading over there.
Good move.
Yeah.
Good
Heck
move.
yeah. Heck yeah. We'll eat the donkey if we have to. I don't care.
You're gonna eat me? Oh, jeez. I'm not even supposed to be here today. That's my crossover.
Wow.
That's
I love
Shrek.
that.
Works on
Mallrats
multiple
crossover.
levels.
Shrek, yeah, Shrek meets Clerks. I love that.
Look,
And you
Shrek.
said you-
Look, Shrek. It's a salsa shark.
And you said you couldn't follow up Ming. Come on. You small
I got-
rats cross the
I know.
He's
zombies.
killing it. He's killing it, I think.
Ooh, Navy SEALs.
So how did you become inspired to go ahead first and foremost to create this, and where did the connection come in to manifest this in the physical world?
Well, so a lot of my creative output came first with film stuff and writing. So I worked on a web series with a bunch of friends. We did this like kind of like Always Sunny in Philly inspired story about their band. And we kind of made it like Scooby-Doo meets the Monkees, where they'd have like some misadventure that was like really just like gratuitous, and then it would end with a music video. And so we did like 2 seasons of that, and that really helped me like cut my chops for like writing screenplays and writing to the screen and filming and doing all this stuff. But it also really painted a picture, like after we did a feature film together, of how difficult it is to pull together a team on a shoestring budget to do film work. So
Not that we'd know.
right,
Really know
exactly. I
anything
mean,
about
you
that,
guys
Tom.
know. You guys know. Right? I'm preaching to the choir. So you guys know. Like Luke's shaking his head like he's like, yeah, I get it. So yeah, you guys know. So to that point, when I found that my creative output was struggling with trying to really get featured projects made, and specifically a spaghetti western we just couldn't finish, and another one was a pilot. Philbo Distribution right over here. Philbo Distribution. Phil is the man. So if you're looking to get your comic distributed, talk to Philbo Distributions over there.
Okay,
Cool,
line
we
'em
know
up,
who to
line
talk
'em
to
up for
next.
tomorrow.
There you go.
You want me to go hunting?
Yeah, hunt him down. I'll tell him. He'll come up on here. That guy can talk too. I hope it's an uncensored show because you got to be careful with him.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, kid. So what was this? Oh yeah. So when I realized that just filming things was being difficult to just complete, and feature films were really tough to pull together, I was in San Diego Comic-Con. I went to a creator connection. I had this spaghetti western film project. I was flipping through this kid's portfolio. His name's Joseph Arnold out of Colorado, and he could draw horses. And I was like, oh. And I was like, wait a minute, I could reformat this script, because I live in Massachusetts. Can you imagine trying to film a spaghetti western in Massachusetts?
Yep.
I mean, I can,
But it doesn't really look good, right? So to that point,
A
I
lot
was
of
like,
pine trees.
a lot of pine trees that just did not exist in the Old West in that manner. So to that point, I was like, well, let me make this into a comic book. And that was like my first foray into making comics. And the process was really gratifying. And I was like, wow, I could really just work one-on-one with another creator, put together this awesome story and kind of, make things work. So since then, I've made a couple of books. Sartano, that was the spaghetti western I was talking about. That's the first one. Surrounded by Death came shortly after. And then after that, there was a horror story called The Pond, which was just a buddy of mine from Brazil. We just decided to collaborate on something. And then, a couple of short stories here and there, different projects. I had a short that was a follow-up to Land of the Dead. Good to see you, Liz. Follow up to it was actually a prequel to Land of the Dead. It was supposed to appear in the George Romero tribute anthology, and that never came together.
Oh, dang.
Right, but I have this really awesome story that's like a cross between Day of the Dead and Fast and the Furious. Right?
Once again, a crossover I was not expecting to hear today.
We eat our family.
Yeah. There you go.
Hard Left, what is your biggest comic hot take besides Brand New Day?
The comic, well, Brand New Day's a movie.
But
But
or
yeah,
comic related.
Comic hot take. Shoot. That's a tough one. I wasn't prepared for this answer today.
Welcome to Take 12.
Well, that's the
podcast.
thing too. I'm sure I'm full of hot takes. I just can't think of one off the top of my head. But that's the problem. Is like you give a hot take and it's super controversial nowadays, right? So, and that's what supposed to be a hot take is supposed to be. But, I don't get manga. Like, I don't understand it, like the impact it's making now. And I guess I'm more of a traditional comic guy. So that's when I scratch my head on. But it's not that I reject it. It's just trying a matter of like understanding it.
No, that's fair.
You know
I
what
don't
I mean?
understand
Do
poetry.
you think?
There you go.
Well, that's what I mean. Do you think it's more like art, where people say this is really cool, you should watch it, and then everyone's afraid to reject it, so they embrace it?
There could be a little bit of that. Or there could be a little bit of like elitism or fandom that's coming into place. Like it's funny when you look at somebody like so. Right, you want to talk about Brand New Day real quick? I went to the premiere at the first night of showings, and you could see in the audience who was there for Tom Holland and Zendaya, and who was there for Marvel Comics. Because anytime one of them two shared the screen, you had all the girls and all the people who were like the Twilighters, as I like to say, who were there trying to ship them to throughout the whole movie. And then you had the people who, when you saw that recreation of awesome Spidey comic covers, they were hooting and hollering. So you could tell in the audience very clearly who's a comic fan, who is a Zendaya, Tom Holland fan. You know? A shipper, so to speak.
It's always wild to me walking through Mohegan. I've only been here like one other time that was not Terrificon, and it's fascinating just to see the people of like, you're 100% here for Comic-Con, or the, oh, you poor soul, you have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, you're in over your head. My poor girlfriend, she came, we went to San Diego 2 weeks ago. That show destroyed her. She was just like, this is so overwhelming and it's so inundating, and she was just overstimulated. God bless her. She could do New York Comic-Con, no problem, but something about San Diego just did not gel with her.
I know when you take me out of my time zone,
that's a big factor. The humidity was a big factor. There's a lot of factors there. And even today, like, God bless the fact that we are in carpeted halls with air conditioning. You know, like any other worst day, this would be humid with no AC and a hard surface to walk on. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So last year?
Last year. Bingo. You just nailed it. And PTSD from last year. Looking good, Polaris. You don't see too many Polaris cosplays. Hey, look, Rick from Walking Dead. You're the prettiest Rick I've ever seen. Oh, and you're with Negan? What a pair.
wow. Ooh, that is an unhealthy relationship.
Yeah, at least he can get away with hitting her, right?
or very healthy. It depends how you look at it.
You know, a lot of people are into that these days.
It seemed consensual.
Well, as long as it's consensual. Dave Boraginian right over here, comic vendor. What's up, dude? What are you talking about? Can you put a mic on this guy?
Sure,
I can't
here
hear
we go.
him. This is my buddy Dave. He vends comics here at the show.
Every day I see this guy with a microphone. Every time I see him, he's got to talk to thousands upon thousands of people. Just let him know. But he's an awesome dude, so I think it all works out.
Thank you, Dave. You're the man. Everybody check out Dave's booth right across from us over here.
No, see, that's one of the things I appreciate about everyone you've been calling out thus far. It's really been highlighting the community and calling out all the other people and, you know, just really raising each other up.
Well, and that's really what indie comics is about, is that, you know, when you stay in your lane and you're only worried about yourself, you may not get anywhere. But if you create the community, if you're part of the community, if you really push it, you know, the tide raises all boats, so to speak, right? So ideally that's and we're a small community too. So if you're a dick to somebody, we're going to remember that wholesale. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then we'll travel the country with that hate.
100%.
Yeah.
Like I can list like the top 5 indie comics drama BS right now. And I don't condone
Number
any of it.
one.
I don't want to name names. I might get in trouble. Although so I'm going to see there's a pair of friends that are feuding. I'm friends with both sides. And one friend is really upset that I'm not taking his back.
Oh, of course.
And I told him I don't condone any of it. I'm going to see one friend this week and then the other friend next week. So I get to tell them both they're assholes this week and next week.
That sounds
Smile.
that's completely objective to me, actually. Yeah.
There you go.
Laverne and Shirley, I can both hate your bullshit and like you simultaneously.
There you go.
It is possible.
Exactly. That's reality, kid.
Yeah. So, Joe.
Hey, slow down. No running in the halls.
Johnny.
Yo.
Johnny.
Johnny, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
So
no worries.
What is the? Could you be here next year with a completed comic book, and what could that take?
Well, there is a completed comic book now, but I do have 4 books in production this year. So I'll have a new set of material next year.
Amazing.
Wow.
Hey, look, the banana guy.
Where?
This kid right here.
Where?
This guy,
there's a banana guy?
nonstop, up and down the aisles with the maracas and the bananas. That guy's out of control. You're not on mushrooms, people. You just saw a banana with maracas.
With a cockhead.
With a cockhead.
If there's the one staple that we will find at Terrificon over all of these years,
It's maracas and bananas.
We
it's
were
the
actually
Banana Man.
commenting
kidding
on
me?
it.
Tim Tams? Straight from Australia? Dope.
Unreal.
I'd like to call out the fact that exactly these Tim Tams were brought from Australia by an Australian.
Yep.
There you go. That's legit. Like, and so that's the funny thing about it too, is when you have a Tim Tam from overseas, completely different from the Tim Tams you find in the U.S.
You can tell it's written in Australian.
Yeah, right. Exactly. the U.S. ones are carcinogenic. The Australian ones are good. I'm just kidding. That's not real. I don't want to get sued.
Yeah.
We don't need Tim Tams coming after us. We don't got that kind of money.
We don't got Tim Tam money.
Big Tim Tam. Big Tim Tam
Hey,
audience.
Dan from Bigfoot Knows Karate. If you guys like Samurai Jack, you love Dan from Bigfoot Knows Karate.
Love Samurai Jack, and I'm so happy that they actually went and finished it. How often do we have a
100%.
series that gets cut through and
so
is
beautiful,
tragic?
Too.
Yes.
Oh my
And-
god.
It's not often that you see the completion of a project that's thoroughly enjoyable. And sure enough, they nailed it with Samurai Jack.
100%.
Even Firefly.
My-
Awesome.
My dad and I
Awesome.
started watching Samurai Jack, and we're not expecting to like it. And we fell in love with it, and it was actually like super beautiful. And my dad usually doesn't care about that.
Yeah.
It was such like a family thing for us too. We had to sit down and watch it together with popcorn every night.
Oh, awesome. So I'm a big fan of Gendy's work anyway. And my favorite work of his is his most obscure. It's called Symbionic Titan. And it's basically about 3 aliens, which are the humanoid aliens that come from another planet, like think Star Wars. So imagine if 3 Star Wars characters got trapped on Earth and they're just trying to find their way home, but they also form a giant robot,
Sick.
right?
So somewhat Transformers.
A little Transformers, a little Voltron, a little bit Power Rangers, 100% badass and 100% Gendy.
Wow.
I love
You know
it.
what I mean? Great soundtrack too.
Oh,
Oh, such a good soundtrack.
I
still
need more stuff to watch like a hole in the head, but thanks.
Watch that. You will. So I highly recommend watch Symbionic Titan by the Space Age Love Story. I think the episode's called. It's like episode 7 or something like that. You'll just amazing.
Wow.
I got to finish watching Primal one of these days too.
Oh, same here. Primal is amazing. It's just, like you said, there's not a lack of things to watch. So that's the glut in it, right? It's real tough. And even as a creator, it's so tough when you have like people who are stacked with stuff to watch that they can't take the time to like look at something new. We're just living in this generation, you know? And the fact that like I grew up in the 80s, right? So like I remember calling home on a payphone during and before soccer practice as a kid to go, Mom, don't forget to press record at 10 a.m. because X-Men is about to come on Fox 25. You know what I mean? And that was a time and an age where you couldn't just dial it up on YouTube. You couldn't just pull it off the web. Like if you missed it, you missed it.
That VCR was still blinking 12.
Right, 100%. It never knew the right time, kid.
What needs to be on 03? The TV or the VCR?
Right. How do I think back to me being a kid and remembering that my folks hired an electrician to come out to hook up my Nintendo. Because there's these Italian immigrants that just didn't know. They knew I wanted a Nintendo, but they just didn't know how or why. You know what I mean?
That's amazing.
Yeah, heck yeah.
I
All
had
right,
something. I lost it. Go for it.
Yeah, right on, man.
All right, so where can people find you?
All right, so
He's right here.
I'm right here. You can find me on the floor here at Terrificon every single year.
Thank God.
Yeah, you can just look for the Expresso Presto booth. If you want to find me on socials, this is actually really good because I got hacked last year. All my accounts got annihilated.
Yeah.
My Twitter account, John Cena followed me. I didn't follow John Cena. He followed me, and that account's long gone now.
John Cena's a big coffee guy, though. I think it was.
Nobody could see him, so nobody knows.
It was a great. It was part of the great Bean Wars of 2025.
But, right. But to that point in having all my accounts annihilated, now I'm trying to rebuild my socials. So when I launch my next campaign for the next Surrounded by Death or one of these other books, that I'm going to have a following and I'll have people who come to bat for me. So to that point, you can find me on Instagram at Johnny C with an H, JOHNNY C138. You can find me on X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it at SCHJOAY. And you can find me on Facebook at Your Johnny C. So possessive your, like I belong to y'all, Johnny C.
So
Don't
when they
tempt us with a good
restart
time.
MySpace, are you going to get in on that?
Yo, I can't compete with Tom, man. Tom, he's like the Tom's that G from MySpace. I can't fuck with that.
Tom's everybody's friend.
Tom's everybody's friend. And do you really want to trust somebody who's everybody's friend? Because he's going to be there for you?
No.
Probably
and what
not.
A smile.
I saw a meme about it that said, in this day and age, I don't think I could find 8 people that I would consider my top friends.
Well, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
And where's Tom now?
Chris, throw it to me. I'll show you where Tom is. Throw it to me. Ready?
That's Tom. That's Tom right there. Yep.
You know, we've all probably run into Tom at one point in our lives and not realized it. You know what I mean?
He just doesn't wear the white shirt anymore.
I like to think he's like David Banner wandering the earth.
I
Nice.
actually like read a whole thing about it. He sold MySpace and then like is just kind of going through life, just enjoying it.
Yeah,
from what
he's
I can
gonna
tell.
walk
Why
the
would
earth
you not?
Yeah.
like Kane from
I
Kung
mean,
Fu.
do we all miss just, learning basic HTML to build a profile?
Like,
Absolutely.
is this the same brain that I was doing coding with?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know who my friends are, but they know how they do C++.
Dude, do you know how much weed I had to smoke to strike that all from the record?
Yes, but how much do you miss it now?
Well, a little, you know what? So the
This
simpler,
entire wing is closed down. I'm sorry, folks.
the simpler days of MySpace, I do kind of miss that when Facebook turned into such the business that it is. It's not pretty.
so many ads.
The fact that you have to pay to get seen on a social media platform if you're a creator is fucking stupid.
And
So-
then to follow trends in order to get placed on social media.
And the fact that you could be an awesome comic book creator, you can go pitch your story. It could be the dopest story in the world, and then they ask you how many followers you have, and that tanks everything. That's the worst thing in the world. You know what I mean? So to that point, please follow me.
Yeah, we're
Because
gonna do it.
I would love to make more stories. I would love to, quit my regular day job and just do comics full time. One last thing is, hello, walk by. Hey, pretty ladies are fully welcome to walk by.
You're all set.
Yeah,
Seriously,
yeah.
thank you so much.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate it. Thank
Please. Hey, aren't you normally Sue Storm? Yeah. See, I recognize these folks. You're a great cosplayer. Keep up the good work. You're welcome. So to that point, I also am a co-host on a YouTube thing
Okay.
called Indie Comics Relay.
Okay.
We're bi-weekly on Monday nights. Hold on. I got my little card over here if you want to close up on me.
Hold it right. Yep. We're gonna
There
get.
you go.
All right.
Hang on. Here comes the zoom.
Got it.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh.
There you go.
Closer.
That's about it. It's the best I can do.
Here, tell you what.
There you go.
Hand me one of those bad letters.
There you go. Indie Comics Relay.
Yeah.
And so the point of Indie Comics
go.
Relay is that we are putting a spotlight on indie comic creators bi-weekly, every month. And we like to just shine a spot. I'm the Ed McMahon of the show. My good friend Keith Gleason, who does Mighty Mascots.
Hi-oh!
Yep.
Yes.
And I couldn't tell.
You were the one with the drinking problem.
I'm drinking right now, my friend. Cheers. I'll drink to that. This drink is so strong. If you get a close up, it's actually eroding my cup. Look at that. Look at that. See, the cup's eroding.
Eroding.
Yeah, there you go. That's $1 million word, eroding. For those of you who need to don't grab the dictionary. I will tell you, eroding means erosion. It means a degradation of a product.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Look at that. I'm a fucking scholar, kid.
We love to see it.
Yeah, right on. So, hey, I mean, did I surpass Ming Chen yet or what?
Dude, it was fantastic.
How much more work do I have to do to surpass Ming?
None at all. You've done it. You've
Right
done
on.
it.
Well, you guys do a great job here. This is all fucking amazing. I don't know you guys, and I am fucking proud of you.
Oh, thank you. Same.
Cheers,
There you
brother.
go.
Same.
There you go. Cheers. I'll drink to that.
So
Okay.
just right before you go, if you could tell your 10-year-old self some advice, what would it be?
It gets better. Stop eating fruit roll-ups. Sour cream and onion isn't all that it's cracked up to be.
This is the real stuff right here.
Don't take that ride to Dunkin' Donuts on your break during school. On Water Row that day.
Oh God.
Let's see. The
Bring a
list goes on. Don't give Dan a ride to that thing that time where you got arrested by all those people.
Oh,
All of those people.
yeah.
All those people arrested.
Yeah. So, I got a whole list of them. So, but the number one thing I think I would like to tell my younger self, and I think this goes for everybody here, is always bet on yourself.
That's
Love that.
excellent. I love that.
Yeah,
All right.
because you know what? There can be nobody better out there to do it but you. Especially if you're confident and you know how to do it. Fucking go out there and do it, kid.
Hell yeah, brother.
I
There
love
you
it.
go.
That's great.
Oh, we didn't even talk about pro wrestling, dude. I'm fucking losing my mind.
Nope, bookmark. Table that.
Bookmark on that.
Next year.
Next year,
Tomorrow.
exactly.
Come back tomorrow.
There you go. There
Come
you go.
back tomorrow.
All right. Johnny C, want to do one last who you are, what you're doing here, and we're going to wrap it up.
Yeah, I'm Johnny C. I'm an independent comic creator. I'm a co-host on Neat Comics Relay. Come see us at the Expresso Presto booth. Expresso Presto is the cafe from our comic book Surrounded by Death, not a real cafe. And follow me on all the socials. Johnny C138 on Instagram, CHJOAY on X, and your Johnny C on Facebook. You're being the possessive version.
Awesome.
All right,
Thank you,
perfect.
Johney.
Cheers, guys. You guys are the best. Thank
Thank you
you.
for coming
That's
on the
it
show.
for this
Appreciate
episode.
I
it.
don't
Take
know if I
12
can get out of this
podcast.
chair.
We're going to help give you some help.
I respect it.
Right on. Right
We'll
on.
see you again, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Cheers. Cheers.